Hi, thank you all for being here with me today as we celebrate the life of Kate Burnett. Kate was a very special individual. She was so sweet and so kind, and she touched the hearts of every single person that she met. Kate was born with some challenges. Many of those challenges none of us will ever be able to compare to, and will never be able to experience anything like it. She was born with mitochondrial disease, which affected every single aspect of her life, especially the physical ones. As most of you know, she was wheelchair bound for the majority of her life. But that's something that we are here to celebrate today, because although we mourn the lost friendship of Kate and that we'll never get to hear her laugh or see her smile in person again, we know that she is happier and in a better place. We know that she is living with her Creator because of her strong faith and trust in Jesus, and we know that she has been given a new body, and she will never have any of those challenges again. I met Kate when I was in 7th grade. It was the first day that I actually walked into Merrimack Hall, which most of you know is where Kate attended dance lessons and then later yoga lessons and choir lessons, because she liked to do as much as she could. I was very nervous because not only was I a new volunteer and new to the community with special needs in general, but I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to support her because I wasn't very strong, and I had to hold her out of her chair and help her dance, and I was really worried that I wasn't going to be a good enough volunteer for her. But she wasn't worried about it at all. She never had a doubt that I wouldn't be able to help her and have fun with her. And she always instructed me and told me what was right and what was wrong, even dealing with some of the other kids in the class. Some people might say she was a little bit bossy. But she was wonderful in every single way, even when she was sassy, because that just added to her personality, and Kate wouldn't be Kate if she didn't have a little bit of an attitude. For 5 years, Kate was my partner at Merrimack and my best friend. She loved to joke around and dance and sing along to her favorite Hannah Montana songs and tell me when I wasn't singing them right. And she was so thoughtful. I remember for Christmas, she picked out the sweetest jewelry for me, and it was just crazy because you could see Kate in the jewelry. She didn't really pick out something superficial. She really thought about it, and that was just so amazing because I was just a volunteer, and that was my first year with her that I'm thinking of, and it was just so thoughtful that you could really tell how much she genuinely cared about me, which just brought us so much closer together because I didn't even realize how much of an impact I was having on her, but at the same time, how much of an impact she was having on me when we were only meeting for an hour a week. Kate never met a stranger. As I was the new one to Merrimack, I quickly learned that she was a veteran. She was one of the original 5 who was in the very first class at Merrimack, so everyone that came in knew her. And I think that's another reason I was a little intimidated at first, because it seemed like I had pretty big shoes to fill from her previous volunteer. But she grabbed everybody's hearts. She didn't just know them and say hi. She really knew who they were, and they really knew who Kate was. And she had something personal with every single person that she met, and that was just so special. Something about her. And not only did she talk to them and know them, but she was so wise for only ever being 14 years old. She could give advice, and it was good advice if people actually would listen to it. And she was just so wise beyond her years. She also kept her attitude up at all times. She was clearly dealt a bad hand in life, and that wasn't fair, but nobody could have handled it better than Kate. She never seemed down, and she never took what she had for granted, and she never acted like she had anything less than the other kids. Kate will be missed more than I can ever imagine by everyone here.